Was this a preordained crop dust or was just...
It was one of those where, like, this could happen. I'm like, fuck it. I just let it rip, and then I just told the guy that I crop dusted him.
You
And
told
then,
him?
yeah, and then it takes like another like 20 seconds for it to make it his way. He's like, "Oh god damn it!"
Don't your people call that smoke signaling?
Crop dusting is still the official term.
Fair enough. Welcome into the Simple Sports Show. It's opening day for the Red Sox, otherwise known as the latest iteration of the overpromising and underwhelming Red Sox disappointment tour, otherwise known as the baseball season, which we know Bobby's excited about. So we were talking a little Red Sox tonight, among other things.
Bobby,
you whiny bitch.
Maybe is that why I didn't get the invite right away?
Yeah,
was that why?
Late. You're busy smoke signaling your coworkers, and we know you didn't want to talk baseball. But we are going to talk a little baseball to start the show, among other things. But first, we're going to start with some opening takes, as we always do. Ray, bottom of the totem pole of dumb, the obvious one, Dr. Big Mac. Why don't you go ahead and kick it off?
Thank you, Richard. Everyone's talking about how the Red Sox are going to be a positive thing this year. They're going to make the playoffs once again because, this lineup is looking great in the World Baseball Classic. But wouldn't you want your starting pitcher, your ace, Garrett Crochet, to be electric too? Because he's had a weak spring, 7.37 ERA in about 14 innings pitched. He's not looking great as your ace right now. So if everyone thinks that this Red Sox team is looking great, look at your starter. Look at your ace. He ain't looking that great. So I don't see big things happening for the Red Sox this season.
Okay. Bobby, I think I'm on your level of hate for Ray right now, just based on that opening take alone and his general demeanor to start the show, which is stupid, shit-eating grin and chock full of dumbness. I'm getting aggravated. Why don't you give us your opening take, see if you can calm me down?
Certainly. Things are already starting to cool off with the Tatum return here. It's what do you know, after Tatum's back, it's fun. Let's play basketball. Everybody's enjoying it. Things settle down. He misses a game. He comes back. He misses a game. Everybody's out of whack. And then, oh no, they have to learn how to play basketball again together. And things start to get weird. Missoula starts freaking out. He doesn't quite know how to do it. They're losing games. They're doing dumbass shit. He's trying to figure out how to play again. Things are getting weird with the Celtics, and hopefully they can figure this out. And it's just them kind of figuring it all out before the playoffs actually hit. We need them to learn what they're doing.
Yeah, I'll piggyback on that Celtics take. My opening take was Celtics as well. And it's not that they're learning how to play together again. They are just reverting back to the old Celtics. The fourth quarter of the Minnesota game showed you everything you needed to know. They are going right back to Missoula ball and Jason Tatum dominant. And, if you go back to last season, if Tatum did not blow his Achilles, what we would be talking about going into this season in October would have been, are they going to be able to change the way they play basketball? Because the way they play basketball is why they lost to the Knicks in the second round last year. And don't give me the shit that they were going to win that game that Tatum blew his Achilles in. They blew 3 20-point leads in the second half of that series last year because of the way they play basketball, particularly in the second half, particularly in close games in the fourth quarter against good competition, of which they have an abysmal record against the top 10 teams in the NBA this season. Everything that we look for a glimpse of hope for Tatum coming back in these scenarios was just kicked right in the balls for me in that Minnesota game and sprinkled in these other games. They haven't changed. They haven't done anything different. Get ready. Round 2 exit, Missoula ball. It's coming. So that's some Celtics talk on the agenda there for you. We will start Red Sox. Ray thinks the season is doomed because Garrett Crochet had a couple bad innings in spring. The Celtics are certainly doomed because Joe Missoula still doesn't know how to coach basketball. The Patriots, the arrows are pointing up. We've got some tidbits and tadbits there for the Pats. As we go into draft season, good fucking God, is nothing on the football, screen. All draft already. It's already starting to annoy me. Everything's annoying me. I blame it on Ray. So to ease that tension, we'll go to this or that, which is always good for some laughs, and of course, simplest minds of the week to end the show. This is the Simple Minds Sports Show, Friday Rewind, live Tuesday, March 24th. Welcome to the show.
I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something.
Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. New room for Bobby, same stupid mic. Ray is looking, let me say, cheerful. Did you
Thank you.
you all gummed
Thank
up over there, or
No, not at all.
just had a good day? Did you?
Just having a good day.
Just had a good day. Yeah.
He's like a chipmunk after winter. He's got all his nuts in his cheeks, and he's ready to gear up for a summer season.
Yep.
He's looking-
Except with normally chipmunks after winter are a little skinnier. He's kind of on the fat side.
well, yeah, he looks jolly. I'm gonna call it jolly. I'm gonna
Thank
stay
you.
away from the F word for Ray
Thank you. I
tonight.
appreciate that. I
I'm
appreciate that.
gonna call it jolly. Speaking of jolly, the Red Sox, it's opening day for the Red Sox, where once upon a time, what a day this would be. I mean, what a time of year this would be. The weather is changing a little bit. And
Not really.
baseball season, not really. The baseball season's on the horizon. Outdoor things are coming your way. And now it's just kind of a I don't know. They're still potentially going to sign somebody for the bullpen because their offseason is fucked and baseball is a slog that never really ends. Now, we are coming off a bit of a high for baseball lovers off that World Baseball Classic. So we'll see if that pumps some adrenaline into the teams and into the season here. But I don't know. Ray, there's just not as much. And maybe it's just because I'm old and fucking angry, but there's just not as much luster around the opening day as there used to be. Do you think that's right, or do you think I'm just being an asshole?
No, I think you're right. I think that there's no real, usually you saw the moving trucks, like everyone's coming back from spring training. They're going to Cincinnati to play the Reds in a shit game. I mean, you think they'd get a little bit more of a marquee matchup instead of going to play the Reds, but they're going to play the Reds. And it just doesn't seem like there's much attention right now about it. Like usually it's like end of April is when you start getting into the Red Sox season. What were you saying there, fucking chief?
Mumbling
Bitch.
Cherokee? What do you got to say, Bobby?
Baseball's so dumb. They literally own certain parts of the season and of the year, and what they choose to do with it is nothing. It is just it's so dumb. Like where they own holidays, they own months of the year, and they don't do anything special. They just put every single game out with, like Ray said, no marquee matchups. They don't do anything different. They just run out the same old product like it's 1965.
Well, the big thing is that the big thing is that Giants and Yankees tomorrow are opening up the season on Netflix.
Well,
at
that is
7
like
p.m.
that is like 1964.
That is old, that is like old school lovers baseball right there. That's a wet dream for old men.
They can't do that anymore, Ray.
I know, that's why I had to think about that real quick.
Now, look, the product has gotten better over the last couple years, but I will say, baseball, the business of baseball is an interesting thing because it's not a national sport; it's a regional sport, but they still make money hand over fist. I mean, maybe like. Does the 60-year-old generation have to die off to really, is the ratings just going to plummet? Is that what's propping this sport up? I don't know. It's certainly not the young people. In our generation is a swing or miss, a hit or miss. So it's an interesting study of the business of baseball and why they're still making so much money. And every stadium, well, most stadiums, no matter the team, is packed.
I was going to say that Colorado Rockies last year with the Marlins when they
the
had
Rockies, the Pirates, the Rays.
Yeah.
You have some outliers for sure,
Yeah.
but your team doesn't have to be the Dodgers or the Yankees to sell out. Like the Royals, the Twins. Like there's mid-market teams that do fantastic at gate sales, and they're just making so much goddamn money that they don't have a massive reason to change. There's not a lot of incentive for them to change what they're doing, but you're absolutely right, Bobby. We should be seeing their marketing department should be exploding social media, should be all over the place. Opening day MLB, international, go play a game in Japan or something to start the season. They tried that a couple years ago, it didn't work. But like the NFL is always throwing this shit against the wall and seeing what sticks. MLB is, they're always slow to this. So maybe they'll learn. It feels like they're learning a little bit slowly. All right, to the Red Sox specifically, I just touch base on the roster. We're not a huge Red Sox show here, but so we have no fucking idea who's on the team, basically. So let's get an idea who's on the team. Here's your opening day predicted starting lineups. Lead off, future hero of Red Sox Nation, Roman Anthony, leading off.
Future brother-in-law of me, because I'm going to marry his sister.
Very good. I'll let you.
Is that going to be a secondary marriage to add to one of yours, or are you going to?
No. I'll leave my wife in a heartbeat for Lila. But have you seen her social media? Get with her. Get her. Maybe she can market the shit out of MLB because she's all over social media right now, and she
understands what sells.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Can I tell you the first aggravating piece about this Red Sox roster?
The next person?
No, Roman Anthony at DH as a 22-year-old. Not
Since
playing
when did DH is play opening the first hitter on board? That's usually like
leadoff is what it's called.
Whatever, leadoff. Yeah, whatever. Since when does that happen?
A lot has changed in baseball. This being one of them, which I do not agree with. The nerds will tell you that your best hitter should get as many at bats as possible, which would be leadoff, because every time the lineup flips over in the ninth inning, if you're batting fourth and not ninth, and you only get 3 outs, then you leave your best hitter on the bench. And that goes against all traditional strategy when your best power hitter does not have anybody on base.
I was say, why would you want your best hitter up when they don't get anybody on base? And then when it goes back around, and then the 7th, 8th, and 9th hitters who blow are the ones who get up before them, it makes no fucking sense.
When
You're saying if Jared Durant, go ahead. When
Roman Anthony has 30 home runs and 40 RBIs, we will be asking the question, why is this fucking guy batting leadoff? Yeah. That will be. He may not for the whole season. Last year, their best lineup was with Roman Anthony batting leadoff. However, if the World Baseball Classic is any indicator, this kid is coming on fast, coming on strong, and power is going to be there. And they're not going to be able to keep him at leadoff. They're going to have to push him down the lineup for the RBIs.
They're saying if
Jared Durant. Sorry, Ray. Sorry to interrupt because Bobby interrupted my point. This kid should be playing the field. I get they have a logjam in the outfield, and technically he's probably their 4th best outfielder, but something about that does not sit right. You should not be DHing as a 22-year-old or whatever he is. He should be playing in the field. There's never been a full-time DH. Like in the MLB, go look at the history of DHs. They're all older guys for obvious reasons. He's good enough to be in the field. He should. I don't think it's good for his career. So we'll see how long that lasts and how much they put him in the field. I don't think it's a permanent thing. I think he'll switch off with Durant and so forth. But first thing that aggravated me. Sorry, Ray. What?
If he starts to get fat, then it's going to be a problem. They're saying if Jared Durant starts batting like he was back in 2024, then he will probably go to lead off, and then Roman Anthony will be your number 3 hitter. So
sure. Yeah. And, we'll go down this roster. You're certainly missing a right-handed bat. You're left-handed heavy, so that's going to present challenges for Alex Cora with Anthony, Duran, and Abreu all being lefties and all being, 3 of your top hitters, as you'll see here as you move down the lineup. So Trevor Story, starting shortstop, batting second. Let's just take some tangents as they come. Do you know what will derail this season? At the number one thing that will derail this season faster than I was going to make a Ray's mom joke, but I'm feeling kind tonight. Trevor Story, going back to the Trevor Story of which we know, not the Trevor Story of last year. The Trevor Story of last year single-handedly propelled this team at times in the season to the playoffs. That is not the expectation that he has presented throughout his career. Certainly not with the Red Sox, mostly due to injury. Just penciling this guy in for his 2025 season this year, I wouldn't do it. I think you have to lower your expectations on him. And if he gets injured, not only offensively are you missing that right-handed bat and some power, they have basically no one to back him up at shortstop. So that is probably my biggest concern going into the year. Not Garrett Crochet's 7.3 ERA, right? Sorry.
And he's injury prone, like you said. So, I mean, it's scary to think about what if or when it does happen with Story.
Yeah, for sure. Jaron Duran in the 3 spot had a good World Baseball Classic for Mexico. Always a hit or miss with that guy. If he can come on strong, he's got the talent. It'll be great. Wilson Contreras, their new pickup, playing first base, the big right-handed bat that they promised us. That basically was just a replacement for Bregman, who was a replacement for Rafael Devers. You've gone from Rafael Devers to Wilson Contreras at first base. You just wanted Rafael Devers to play first base a year ago in spring training.
Third base.
Bobby, what
How
did he
about
say?
Third base.
Rafi, could you play first base?
Third base.
No. So you end up with Wilson Contreras and no Alex Bregman. There's your right-handed bat. Wilder Abreu, again, another good World Baseball Classic for him. Left-hander. He's going to be playing. He was a platoon. He's been a platoon guy. His career with the Red Sox. He's going to be a full-time guy, and we'll see if he can hit lefties. That's going to be your biggest challenge for this lineup. Can you all hit lefties? Abreu is going to be chief among them, because if he can't, anytime you face a lefty, you're losing massive power in that lineup. That lineup kind of goes to shit. If Duran and Abreu can't hit lefties, you're fucked. Caleb Durbin, massive question mark. We don't know. High upside there. Highly drafted kid. Where did he come from? Royals or Brewers?
Brewers. Yeah.
We'll see. It seems like a solid, decent enough bottom of the lineup guy. Marcelo Meyer, the big headlines at a spring training outside of the World Baseball Classic, was basically Alex Cora dicking around with this guy and trying to get him to become a professional. Is kind of what it felt like. Does that settle with you, Ray?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like too.
So again, God-given talent, as smooth as a natural baseball player I've seen in a long time. Like, just every motion, even especially for a big kid. He's 6'3", 6'4",
Giant.
plus 200. Yeah, thank you. And just smooth with it. Left-handed bat, can't really hit lefties. Poor plate discipline, and the rap on him now is that he's lacking the professionalism to maximize his talent. However, he won the starting role at second base. He will be platooning with Mr. Falafel himself. That's what I've decided to call Isaiah Kiner Falafel, because I can't ever remember how to pronounce his name. But a big season for Meyer. He's either got to perform, or the Red Sox are going to regret not trading him in one of these past off seasons, which Billy Baseball said they should have done in the first place. Big season for Meyer. Let's see what he can do. Rafaela in center field. Excellent defense. Streaky hitter. I like Rafaela. Him in center field. You should be investing in what's the rule? You invest in 80% of your time in the top 20% of your talent. Rafael is your best defensive player at center field, which is one of the arguably the best, the most important defensive position besides shortstop and catcher, certainly in the outfield. He makes up for a lot of other shitty players out there. I like Rafael in center. Let's not mess with him, because they had talked about bringing him in second, and they've done that. They've done that with so many young players over the years and screwed them. Leave that kid alone. He's excellent out there, and he gets on hot streaks behind the at the bat. Just leave him alone. And then Navarez behind the plate there to finish it off. Your bench consists of Connor Wong, Mr. Falafel, like I said, Andrew Monasterio, who scored that infielder position in a tight competition with some other guys. And then Masataka Yoshida.
He's Japanese.
He is Japanese. We established this a couple weeks ago.
The bench is a real ethnic hodgepodge there.
It sure is, Bobby. Yoshida,
is that what you're talking about when he was reading that?
Yeah.
Yoshida expected to not quite platoon, but step in quite often. Alex Cora spoke openly about being aggressive with pinch hitters this year with his heavy left-handed lineup. Yoshida being a righty. Is Yoshida righty? No, Yoshida's lefty. Is Yoshida righty lefty?
Keep talking.
Fuck. My brain is fried. There's too much ethnicity going on the bench for me to keep track of righties and lefties. We're just trying to figure out what flag they're representing.
He's a switch hitter.
I knew it. I knew I was.
You were right on both.
Yeah, well, just consider me right.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Thank you. Regardless, again, another guy that was absolutely mashing in the World Baseball Classic. We'll see if he can carry it over. I would not expect Yoshida to just sit on the bench, but we know he's poor on the defensive side of the ball. So pinch hitting should be his thing, and maybe he gets a spot start out there in the outfield between their four or five outfielders they've got in the roster here. So there you go. If you listen to the professionals on paper, here's the synopsis of this, Bobby. On paper, this lineup has high upside, but a fuck ton of question marks. If you listen to any local Red Sox reporter, they'll tell you it's better than you think it is. They're going to outdo their expectations. Get your hopes up. These young kids are coming to play. My response to that is fucking prove it, and then I will call you right and me wrong. I haven't seen it yet. Other than Roman Anthony, well, I will hold judgment, but I will.
There you go. Thank you.
I will hold judgment. I will say I'm wrong in the moment, but I will also.
Then you'll find a way to say no, but I was right. This is
eventually,
why I'm right.
eventually, generally, my point gets across. Roman Anthony is the highest upside. Obviously, I think he's as big of a lock as you can get. Outside of that, I think you got question marks all the way up and down this lineup, and your defensive infield is still questionable as well. Yeah. So outside of the clear upgrade at first base and Wilson Contreras, I think they have the first professional first baseman defensively at that position since I can't even name you a guy who played first base in 2018 when they won.
Bobby.
No, don't you fucking dare give me Bobby Dahlback. Don't you dare give me Bobby Mendoza line Dahlback. No, it was started with a fucking M. God. He was
Move on.
Wasn't it Pierce? Wasn't Stephen Pierce the guy that won the MVP?
He was, but he was a hitter. No, it'll come to me later. I'm right about this. I just haven't got it yet. Any final thoughts there on your opening day lineup?
Hopefully the cameraman for Nesson shines the light right onto Roman Anthony's sister.
There you go. I got you. Yeah,
Mitch Moreland.
Thank you. Started with an M. Fucking 2 M's. Suck it. Pitching rotation. Garrett Crochet. Top 5 pitcher in the league. Top 5 pitcher in the world. Garrett Crochet. 7. But be careful, people. Ray, why don't you tell them about
Terrible
this?
spring. 7.36 ERA in the spring. Not good. Not good
at all.
Well, everyone's talking about the World Baseball Classic and how all these guys are lighting it up. Watch out for Abreu. Watch out for Anthony. Watch out for Duran. But then you look and you're like, well, look what your ace is doing in spring training. He's not having a great spring.
I don't worry about spring training. I certainly don't worry about stats in spring training. I didn't watch any spring training. I didn't watch a single pitch from Garrett Crochet in spring training. I will on Thursday. When I watch him throw, I'll let you know. If you
get the Nesson package. Did you get the Nesson package?
Fuck no.
Because you're not gonna be watching them. Man.
Nesson, I get MLB. You have to get MLB because I live out of.
Oh, you're out of market, so you can
out of market. The Nesson app. I don't know stop me if I've said this, but also don't stop me.
No, I want you to go. Yeah, please.
The Nesson 360 app, which costs $30 a month to stream baseball and hockey and whatever stupid fucking fishing show is on.
Charlie
Nesson.
Moore.
Charlie Moore's the man. But other than Charlie Moore, I think they backed off of Charlie Moore. For $30 a month, you can get Nesson, but not if you're out of market. Make that fucking make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. So they're just going to war with Comcast in Boston? That's their goal? Just go to war with the local cable networks, specifically in New England, and not open it up to the millions of Red Sox and Bruins fans across the world?
Like Florida would be a hot market for that.
For $30 a month? It's $100 for MLB package for the year.
That's not bad.
What are you doing, Nesson?
Yeah.
John Henry, you actually, I think it's the Jacobs that own most of Nesson, isn't it? Or is it the other way around? No, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots. Garrett Crochet, Sonny Gray, the big right-handed pitcher that we're all promised, 30 plus years old, got him on a bargain. He's slated number 2. Your rotation is a little bit screwed up because of the Baseball Classic. Ranger Suarez is clearly your number 2.
Yeah.
That was the actual big pickup for the Red Sox this offseason. But because he pitched in the World Baseball Classic, they give him an extra week. Brian Bayo, same deal. Those guys are going to be slotted up generally above Gray. in terms of talent and what they'll, the potential playoff rosters, matchup, so on and so forth. So take that what you will. Ranger Suarez, you should, high upside with that guy. Slotting Brian Bayo as your fourth starter, I think is the best thing that's ever going to happen to that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute head case.
Once promising, yeah. Once he got that ace, the starting rotation, like the ace.
He got the opening day start.
2 years ago, and then he just crumbled ever since.
So now you've added Garrett Crochet, Sonny Gray, and Ranger Suarez ahead of your opening day starter 3 years ago. Slotted him where he belongs at number 4, and then probably soon to be surpassed by the young Conley Early, who was the surprise addition to the roster this year with a 1.53 ERA. You want to talk ERAs in the spring, Ray? That should impress the fuck out of that young lefty.
Does. And then he went to the deciding game against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, and that fucking
held
check
up well.
mark. Check mark all around on him.
A lot of high marks for Conley Early. A pitcher's pitcher. Not a flamethrower, not a thrower, a pitcher's pitcher, not a guy you see very often.
Greg Maddux, awesome.
Yeah, arguably the best pitcher of all time, Bobby. Why don't you fucking read a book?
Nerd.
Your bullpen, real quickly, your bullpen, and this is what, and I'll just read these names, but I'll give you this, Ray and Bobby. Here, outside of the lineup having massive question marks, they didn't do enough in this bullpen. They did not do enough in this bullpen. Aroldis Chapman is 37 or 38. He's coming off the best year of his career. I don't know what he was doing, but hopefully he does more of it. He can't repeat last year. If you can get to 80%, it'll still be good enough, but watch out. That might not happen.
But he does wear a wife beater in every pitcher that he takes, so
you respect him.
Respect.
Garrett Whitlock gave up the game-losing hit in the World Baseball Classic for Team USA, and you go back to the playoffs last year, I think he's taking steps back. So Careful there. Justin Slayton, another hit or miss guy. Seems like he's got a lot of talent. Good spin rate on that guy. Nerds love him. But I'm not chalking him up for a can't miss. Greg Weisert stinks. Danny Colombe, never heard of him. Giovanni Moran. You got it right. Moran. They had that. That was their big reliever pickup this year, if I have that correctly. Just a guy. Ryan Watson, I don't know. And then the guy that you might be leaning on more is Oviedo. I can't pronounce any fucking names. But that was really a decent pickup. And he might be okay, but he's had a rough spring. He lost his starting role to Conley Early, so he's in the bullpen.
That doesn't matter though, right?
What doesn't matter?
Spring statistics and
it does. Apparently, it does the fucking Cora because he lost his starting role. Tommy Canal. Yeah, I think I pronounced that one right. 33-year-old, had a good couple years with the Yankees. Red Sox signed him to a minor league deal. Classic Red Sox contract there. Low risk, high upside. You'll see him in a couple weeks. We'll see if he's got anything left. And then you got names like Patrick Sandoval. Who's the other guy that's injured on the Cutter Crawford, Patrick Sandoval. They're coming off Tommy Johns.
Give me Peyton Tolley immediately. That guy had an awesome offseason. The interviews he takes, the stuff he does in front of the Red Sox when he was doing the rookie shenanigans. I like this guy. He is a baseball guy. He just has that mustache, fat fuck. Was impressed by like the atmosphere at Fenway Park, just doesn't want to let his teammates down. Sign me up for Peyton Tolley. Get him on this fucking roster.
Peyton Tolley's electric. He does know how to pitch. He has one pitch. It's a monster fastball. It comes out of his ass.
See?
Fucking
love it.
Yeah.
If he and them would just commit to him being a closer, that would be Charlie Sheen, Major League Baseball level of electric, bringing him out to
just come out wild thing.
Yeah. Wild thing.
I like the way that sounds.
So we'll see how he does in Worcester. They want to get him some secondary pitches because he doesn't have any. He just throws fucking
heat
out of his stash. The other guy didn't make the team before we move on is Christian Campbell. Oddly
but
enough.
he got paid though. He's the richest AAA guy of all time.
Yeah, no, he's getting a lot of money to suck.
Yep.
The Red Sox and their nerds were very proud of Christian Campbell last year, and all of their being smarter than everybody else, putting him on the roster. He hit 220 in the spring. He had a 340 on base percentage with a home run, some RBIs. He's not a good baseball player. He will never make the majors again unless the Red Sox force him up there to make their contract look legitimate or try to trade him.
Or he goes to some shit market and he just explodes and becomes the superstar that he was poised to be here.
That may be. That may be.
Oakland.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a soft round of applause for Bobby for sitting through 20 plus minutes of baseball talk.
Minor contributions.
Yep, minor contributions. The Bobby Vine story. Speaking of minor contributions, we're going to throw over the headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. We are heading to Cincinnati, and no, it's not for that terrible Skyline chili. It's for opening day as the Red Sox take on the Reds. First pitch, 4:10 on Thursday. The Celtics lost at home to the Timberwolves for the first time since 2005. Simpler times, happier times. Next up, home date with the defending champs, OKC. 12 games left in the AHL season. The Bruins hold the first wildcard spot. They take on the Maple Leafs at home while we record. And finally, fuck the Florida Gators for being the first 1 seed to lose in March Madness and fucking rooting my bracket and getting me out of the money. I am very pissed off. They fucking blow. I'm glad everything's bad happened to them. And fuck you too, Iowa. This has been Headlines with the obvious one. Back to you, Richard.
I'm so happy I don't have to care about a bracket this year.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I was in first place and then they fucking lost, and now I'm in 17th. Out of the money.
Imagine how much I care right now.
None.
Although,
As much as Bobby did last segment.
Yeah.
cared a
Did you
little.
text Gator about the Gators? You didn't give Gator any shit about the Gators?
No, I hate him.
All right, fair enough.
You think I want to deal with him not during football season? Absolutely not.
I mean, you rub it in his face a little bit. I thought that was kind of your way.
No, because then he'll just start talking nonsense about other shit.
Maybe. Celtics lose late, 92-102 against the Timberwolves, as Ray mentioned there in the update. Are they playing tonight?
No, they play
No.
tomorrow night.
Gotcha. No Anthony Edwards. Julius Randle had 9 points, shot 21% from the field. Something called Bones Highland went for 23 against them. Brown ended up with 29 points. Tatum 16 points. White 15, Pritchard 10. They got zero help from the bench. So you could point to a number of reasons why they lost this game, but we're going to point to the real reason, which is fourth quarter fucking Missoula ball. I've got the whole quarter laid out, but I spoke all last segment, so I want to throw it to Bobby for a little bit and just get his assessment on that in my opening take, and if you agree with it or not. But I'll just give you the synopsis. Celtics scored 15 points in the fourth quarter. They gave up a 16-0 run to the Wolves. They shot 5 for 27. They had a stretch of 12 straight missed shots early in the quarter, 0 for 7 from 3, which is lower than I thought, frankly. Of those shots, I think the statistic is 98% of them were from Tatum or Brown. And I have the isolation stats too, not in front of me. We can get into that. I can pull it up while you're talking, Bobby. But your reaction to that, my opening take was they were falling back into old habits of which lost them the playoff series last year, and I think is their most Achilles heel. Do you agree, disagree? Where do you stand on that?
I agree. I think you put it well, and it kind of ties into my point where like the shine is worn off. They're not just out there playing basketball anymore, and now they're at the point where they have to try and figure this out again. So they're going back to do it the only way that all three parties know how to do it, and it's this. And it has disrupted the flow and the rhythm of what they've done. I mean, to lose to this team without Anthony Edwards, I mean, that was a real poor effort or team that the Timberwolves rolled out there. And now they're going to have to go play the Thunder again. And I don't know how that's going to, because they got the playoffs coming around, and that's a real playoff team. So I would assume that they're going to put their best effort forth there, but they need to figure out an actual way to play basketball here instead of just jacking threes all day.
Well, we've been saying that for years. I mean, that's my opening take. They don't have it. They have Joe Mazzulla, which is give the ball to Tatum. And I guess, we blame it on Mazzulla and gave Tatum a lot of credit for his basketball acumen last year and how good he was. But eventually, it's a players-driven league. You got to start putting the blame on these guys too. And then you see the dichotomy of the way Brown was playing versus the way Tatum was playing. I think that's getting blown out of proportion a little bit because, well, let me give you some statistics here. Let me just give you this isolation versus assist.
Before you go, can I bring in something real quick?
Please.
During that game on Sunday, it seemed like Brown was trying to get Tatum going, get him hyped for the game. At one point during a free throw, they were both at half court, and you could see him just trying to get him going, forget about the misses and all that, just play your game kind of thing. So it shows that Brown can see it, that Tatum, he's struggling right now. I think it's still trying to get his legs underneath him. His shot's not there right now. So I think he's just trying to be that guy. Hey, you're him. Just don't worry about it. You'll get out of it. Don't worry.
Both of them came out and said they had a meeting together, I think, with Mazzulla, and maybe Brad Stevens is a part of it, and talked about their goals and the way they want to approach it moving forward, which is all great. We shit on this, and I'm going to get to my final point in that, and then I'll quickly run through that fourth quarter and the play-by-plays because it is jarring. Tatum and Brown are ultimate professionals. They have won a championship. They are excellent players, probably future Hall of Famers. They'll probably get their fucking jerseys in the rafters. They're going to get another contract from the Celtics. They're most likely, neither of these guys are going anywhere. And the fact that they have the maturity to sit down and go, all right, where are we at? What do we want to do? What are you looking to do this year, Jalen? What are you looking to do, Tatum? I'm sure that conversation, Tatum said, look, you're having an MVP year. I don't want to step on that. Here's what I want to bring. Here's what I can bring. And Jaylen Brown probably went, I'm okay with stepping back a little bit here and here, this place, that place, but I think this is going well for us. I'd like to keep this, blah, 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 blah. You know who didn't have any fucking thing to do with that? Joe goddamn Mazzulla. Do you know what these guys need? They need Udoka. That's the guy they need. They need a coach that when their style of play and their decision-making turns into one-on-one basketball in a fourth quarter where you give up a 16-0 run, a coach to go, hey, dickheads, run the fucking play. Don't just go one-on-one. They don't have that guy. They have an offense in Joe Mazzulla. We've seen that they have an offense that doesn't even rely entirely on three-pointers when Jaylen Brown's ahead of it, but they don't have a leader on the bench to rein in his superstars when they get out of control. They don't have that guy. And his superstars have been taught through a system that Boston and Brad Stevens and Danny Ainge, they wanted this type of system, and they built their entire franchise over the past 10 years to get here. So Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have grown up in this three-point era, and that's the way they know how to play basketball now. You need someone telling them to do something different, and they don't have it. And because they're so good, a lot of times it doesn't matter. But in situations where it's not working, the shot's not falling, they have nothing to fall back on. And I feel like we're having this conversation so much.
We are. And why doesn't anybody else see it? Why do people think Joe Mazzulla is good at his job? He blows. He blows.
Every time I post something about this, we are clips from our show, people are all over us. Oh, you mean coach of the year, the guy that brought them to the championship and all that? It's no, the superstars got him there. The role players got him there. It's not Joe Mazzulla. He's not the X and O's genius like a Phil Jackson or Pat Riley. He's not even on their fucking level. So
Joe Mazzulla would be and will be a phenomenal assistant coach. His strengths are getting guys to play harder, a wacky energy that keeps things that removes the monotony of a season. He's an energy guy, glue guy. That's what he was as a player, and that's what he is as a coach. As a head coach, he is not a tactician. He relies on numbers and he relies on statistics and nerds.
System.
and following the system and the feel for the game. Like there's marginal improvements a little bit, I guess, Bobby. But when you get it's a regular season game against the Timberwolves who haven't won in this building in 30 fucking years. And the team goes on a 16-0 run. You've called 2 timeouts. Out of every timeout, it's the same shit. It's the same set. You just switch the guy. It's Brown or Tatum at the top. And that's it. You get a high pick and roll and scout out a matchup that you like, and they make a play. That's not coaching. That is not a difference maker as a coach, period. And I'm going to give you the statistics from that fourth quarter to prove it. I'll do it quickly. I'm going to go, here's your shot breakdown. I'm going to start with Tatum. Tatum, field goals in the fourth quarter, 9 field goal attempts. 4 of them made, 5 of them missed. 3 points, 4 attempts out of the 9. Still shooting about half of his shots from behind the 3-point line. But shot 50%, made 2 threes, missed 2 threes. Jaylen Brown. These statistics were a little surprising to me. After watching the game, I thought Tatum was like kind of the issue. I don't know. Jaylen Brown, 13 field goals attempts to Tatum's 9. Missed 4, made 4, missed 9. Only took 2 threes, made 1, missed 1. Here's your first 10 shots in the fourth quarter in order as the Timberwolves pulled away in the 16-0 run. Jaylen Brown, missed layup. Jason Tatum, missed 3. Jaylen Brown, made layup. Jaylen Brown, missed mid-range jumper. Jaylen Brown, missed layup. Jason Tatum, missed layup. Jaylen Brown, missed fadeaway. Jaylen Brown, missed layup. Jason Tatum, missed mid-range jumper. Jaylen Brown, missed three-pointer. Keep that in mind. Here's your assist first isolation for that whole quarter. Assisted shots were 2 of 27. 2 made, 0 missed. They assisted on 2. Tatum had them both. They were catch and shoot threes. Isolation created shots. 25 of the 27 shots in the fourth quarter came from isolation. Every single one of those 25 came from Brown or Tatum. 13 of them came from Brown. You can't win that way. They just completely eliminate everything that they do for 3 quarters in playing basketball, and they go to one-on-one in the fourth quarter when the game is tight. It's incomprehensible for me as a coach to be okay with that. Like you go 3 quarters, you play a good game, and you go on runs, and you're scoring, and other people are involved. Then you go to the fourth quarter, and you're just like, hey, the 3 of you, fuck off. It's like either Brown's going to get this or Tatum's going to get it. Like, get out of the way. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's obvious.
Especially when you got shooters. You got shooters on the team. You got Peyton Pritchard who can shoot. You got Derek White who can shoot. I mean, you even got the big man that can shoot. So, like, why are you like sharing the ball around instead of giving to those two? It's stupid. It's terrible coaching.
And teams figure them out by the end too. So they figure them out. They figure out their patterns, and they don't do anything different. They have no counterpunch ever.
It's not even. It's. I mean, I know a lot of the NBA works like this too, but like if you want to give Joe Mazzulla credit, it's not even that hard. We're not that old to say this is not how it used to be. Go look at the best players in history. Even look at the best player of this era, not LeBron James, Steph Curry. His shit comes off ball. I know his highlights are all dribbling and launching threes. That dude runs around the court 4 times before he catches the ball, and then he goes to work. Your game becomes so much easier when you're not dribbling it up the court 80 feet, trying to make decisions. Like just that alone is simple. It's so frustrating. And they're not going to change. They are not going to change.
You'll never change. That's his philosophy. They'll change once he's gone.
They just gave him a contract extension.
I know. I'm saying it's going to be a long time, but
It was from like 1 million to 1.5. Don't worry.
Oh boy, it's frustrating. And you're right. I don't have the record in front of me, but it's bad against the top 10 teams. They're 0 against Detroit. They're 0 against OKC.
Don't worry. They won't be 0 against Detroit anymore with Cade Cunningham going down.
What happened to Cade Cunningham?
Punctured lung. I don't know. They didn't show how it happened. It must have been a practice or doing something.
I think he was diving
basketball.
for a basketball, I think is what it was. I think he hit the ground.
That sucks. I mean, that was a good Detroit team. I like Cade Cunningham. I think he's awesome.
Well, now the Players Association's petitioning, so they banned the 65 game rule, and let him get the MVP because he deserves it. I'm like, no, that's not how it works, folks.
Cunningham does not deserve.
He's not the MVP.
No.
I mean, don't ban the 65 game. Like anyway, that's a tangent for another day. The tangent today was the Celtics play bad basketball in the fourth quarter of close games. That hasn't changed for 3+ years, despite their championship, in which that run did not need them to play good basketball in the fourth quarter against good competition. They won every series in 4 or 5 games. They never faced elimination. The one series they were pushed in Indiana, Jaylen Brown hit a miraculous 3 in the corner for that sweep.
Then just
Fuck you if
suffocate
you
them.
disagree with that. They're bad in the fourth quarter late. They play poor offensive basketball, which we haven't mentioned this too, bleeds into their defense. They just give up bad transition points, and their defense sucks on top of it. It's a two-way game.
Oh, but their net rating for defense is second in the NBA. That's all I can hear right now.
Teams that are run by analytical nerds have great regular seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Fact. In the playoffs, all of that is disrupted.
Exactly.
And we have seen them come up short time and time again because of those nerds, even in their 2 championship runs. Despite the brilliance of Tatum and Brown, and they are brilliant, if they had some coaching leadership that put them in better positions to succeed, the overall success of the Celtics would be higher in championships, and they will get in the way of themselves in the next couple of years, and we'll just see if Stevens and new ownership recognize that. Maybe Tatum recognizes it. Maybe he fucking clears his eye, or maybe Brown forces the issue. Who knows?
Maybe Chisholm's going to spend money.
What were you gonna say, Bobby? Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the stats and analytics over time. If you do it, it'll obviously prove out success. That's how math works. But in a short sample size, stats don't work. Then it's about a totally different thing. It's about winning in that moment and doing what's needed right there. Nerds ruin sports. Sports are about the now. We don't care about. That's a video game. That's Madden. That's dumb. That's for 12-year-old boys that sit in their basement. Let's play out a whole season. When we're watching, we want to watch what's happening now. Play the game now.
No, we've done this before. We don't have to do it. We're late, but they've ruined the singular moment of sports, the singular athletic feat by an individual person.
One-on-one athletic competition. Bring it back.
Yeah, I think they are. I think you've watched the rest of the NBA. That analytical trend is kind of going away, or at least it's changed. If you watch OKC, the Spurs or these guys, they're going back.
They fired their nerds.
Yeah.
Well, someone needs to fire the nerds talking to Jason Tatum and make him play inside the arc. That needs to happen sooner rather than later.
Okay.
We'll see. Any of you that disagree, why don't you come talk to us the next time they lose a game exactly the way they lost to Timberwolves, especially in the playoffs. Let us know. The next 25-point lead they blow in the third quarter because they won't stop shooting fucking threes, because numbers always reach their level. So if you shoot 70% in the first half, you're going to come back down. That's how math works. That's how Bobby said.
You heard it.
Bobby's good at math. Look at his headset.
Smart as fuck.
All right, we'll be right back with a quick Patriots tidbit minute.
Well, west of a truth don't fade away. I'll fade away.
Patriots tidbits. Can I tell you something, Raymond? When I
Yep.
asked what you guys wanted to talk about tonight, and one of your things was Patriots Gonzalez extension, I went, "Ooh, what's the news there?" And then I went online and said Patriots news and started digging for the other things to talk about. Do you know what never came up? Patriots Christian Gonzalez extension. Not a one. I had to.
They were talking about it. They were talking about it at
specifically Google Patriots context extension, and way at the bottom of the page they said, "Hold on, let me not bury the fucking lead here. Just a second, Raymond. Let me make you look pretty good here." According to a report by Henry McKenna, the Patriots and Gonzalez entered preliminary conversations about a contract extension last month at the Combine in Indianapolis. So that's where we stand on the contract extension for Christian Gonzalez.
You heard it here
No
first.
one do that, though. No one do that.
Heard
just
it
came up.
here first.
See?
Or not. Probably not, because it happened a month ago and it's just preliminary. So Who's to say? Who's to say? They do go on to say, Raymond, if this is of interest to you, clearly it is. You brought it up. The expectation is that he will become the highest paid cornerback in the NFL once the deal is done. The title currently belongs to Trent McDuffie, who just signed a 4-year, $124 million contract with the Rams. Do you have a ghost in your fucking basement, Ray? While the Patriots' stated goal is to keep Gonzalez long term, they also have a 5th-year contract option at their disposal, valued at fully guaranteed $18 million that needs to be exercised. That needs to be exercised until May 1st.
I think that's next year.
It must be a typo. By May 1st of next year. Yeah. People don't know how to write anymore.
AI,
you guys
man, ruins everything.
You want to hear some prevalent tidbits from the Patriots?
Oh yes, absolutely.
I do.
You got a number 2 quarterback in the room.
Oh,
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Mr.
Brad.
Tommy DeVito has been elevated to number 2 in the quarterback room.
We're only one away from Drake May now.
By default, they did cut Dobbs, but still counts.
They're definitely drafting a quarterback this year.
Okay, Adam Schefter has been in the news for the New England Patriots, snapping on the AJ Brown news. Schefter says New England is the only logical spot for AJ Brown after June 1st. He goes to say there aren't many teams out there right now that could and would make an AJ Brown trade work. Reiterated the Eagles prefer to trade Brown after June 1st due to financial concerns. I mean, how many realistic landing spots are there for him right now? To me, New England would be logical. Of all the teams, the Patriots are by far the most likely landing spot. During that time when he said that, I forget on the show, sorry, which show he said that on, it was reported that the Patriots, not really reported, but rumored that the Patriots and Eagles have a handshake deal to make the trade for A.J. Brown after June 1st, of which Adam Schefter officially came out and said the Patriots and Eagles do not have a handshake deal. From that, there was commentary that the Patriots don't want to get into any illegal action with the league because of Deflategate and all of their history. To which
Robert Kraft will never get into the Hall of Fame.
To which now Adam Schefter reported that. So he's a good enough reporter that somebody told him that. So that was either, and he's got ties to the Krafts. He's got Bob Kraft personal number. My son, I think Kraft went and said, Adam, put it out there that we don't have a handshake deal. I don't want this going any further. This is getting a little too hairy. Put it out there. We don't have a handshake deal. They definitely have a fucking handshake deal.
But we do have a handshake deal. Just don't say it.
Adam, I want you to say that we don't have a handshake deal. Mr.
But
Kraft,
we do.
are you telling me that you don't have a handshake deal with the Eagles? Adam, I want you to say that we don't have a handshake deal. Very good, Mr. Kraft. I will say that you do not have a handshake deal.
Yeah.
They fucking definitely have a handshake deal. But that's not to say it's going to get done. There may be a lot can happen in 2 months. Another team could enter the stratosphere and the Eagles could say, pound sand, Patriots, in your fucking handshake deal. We're taking the better offer. That could definitely happen. But do you disagree? Do you disagree that A.J. Brown is destined for the New England Patriots at this point?
I don't disagree. I think it's going to happen. I think for once it's actually going to happen.
It doesn't feel real to me. I don't know. I would be very surprised if they actually traded for him and gave him a new contract.
Well, they're not going to give him a new contract. If they give him a new contract, it'll be less.
Yeah.
If they were to trade for him and pay him that money, we'll put it that way, and trade away picks of value, would be like next year's first at this point, I would still be surprised. Doesn't mean I don't want him to do it. I just haven't seen him do it in so long.
They're not going to give next year's first. The rumored offer is this year's 31st and a third or a fourth, or potentially a second and a fourth if they wait till June.
I'd do it. A second and fourth.
I would
You'd
be,
be a playoff team again.
If they could do the second and the fourth, I mean, that's a good deal.
If they wait, this is what we said last week or the week before, whatever. If they wait till June, they're not going to give up a first, in my opinion, because by the numbers will be a better pick than the 31st, unless they make the Super Bowl again, and the odds say they're not, and everybody understands that. So the value will go down. I just of all the tea leaves, AJ Brown doesn't want to be there. The Eagles don't want him. They don't want to pay him. They have salary constrictions. You have the contract with Vrabel. There's an Instagram that he's working out with the new safety for the Patriots, Kevin Byard. I don't know if you saw that, Ray. They just released it. Him and AJ Brown are working out together. AJ Brown went on Edelman's podcast and gave him the
It had the when they said the Patriot. Yeah.
That's all. I mean, a lot of fucking smoke to not have any fire.
Yeah.
Generally that happens. Generally that shit happens. And now I heard someone say this, maybe been Gasper. Howie Roseman may be that big of a prick and that stubborn that if he doesn't get what he wants, he just makes him play for Philly next year and says, figure it out. If he does, tip of the cap to Howie Roseman. Like, will it go up in flames and their team completely fall apart? Maybe. Or they just cut him or send him out on administrative leave for reading too many.
Hurts hates him. Sirianni hates him. I mean, the two biggest things that you have on your team, like the coach and the quarterback, hate your wide receiver. Like, why the fuck would he be there? Why would you keep him there? You'll become a cancer in that locker room. You'll keep reading his books on the sideline, not being, motivated by anything the Eagles do. So get rid of this guy. If you can get a second and a fourth from the Patriots for next year, do it.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it feels like it. And then I have the question, like, do you really want it? Isn't he good? I'm still not sure he's that good anymore.
1,000 yards last season.
I guess.
I think with the Patriots, he'd be good. I think Jalen Hurts blows and he can't throw the ball more than 20 yards down the field. I think he'd have a couple good seasons with the Patriots.
I agree. I think overall, I think it'd be good.
It'd be like a Randy Moss kind of situation. You get a new place. You're good for a couple of years, and you'll go crazy here, and then you'll either retire or they'll trade his ass.
Yeah. You got 2 more months to watch that, most likely. So a couple interesting things. So they signed an offensive tackle depth, James Hudson. Never heard of him, obviously. Swing depth tackle was with the Giants. He worked with Mike Vrabel in Cleveland when Vrabel was working on the offensive side of the ball there. I only bring it up because they lost Verdarian Lowe, which we were no big fans of, but their offensive tackle depth was nothing. This guy's got NFL experience, both sides of the line, vet minimum. You put him next to the Mumford kid and a couple other guys. I just like that they get professionals in the room at the tackle position. I thought that was
and depth
solid. Yeah, and right, exactly depth. And then this one jumped out at me in my deep dive search. Christian fucking Gonzalez extension talks. This one came up first. Zachary Perellis of CBS Sports. If the Patriots really want to add some pass rushing firepower, they could find many options. Jadeveon Clowney continues to play both the run and the pass at a high level. Clowney turns 33 in February, but is still a strong free agency option. Clowney had 8.5 sacks and 12 tackles for a loss, 10 quarterback hits with Dallas last year in just 13 games.
I'm sure he's a real good plus defender since he played for the Cowboys. All he did was probably just run in one direction once they snapped the ball. I'm sure he had nothing to do with what the actual defense was called.
I don't think there's a man in history that has made more money off one single highlight than Jadeveon Clowney. What was the game that he went and just absolutely annihilated the running back in the backfield?
It was like it was the bowl game against Michigan. The running
Michigan.
back. Yeah, he just completely depleted him.
His draft status skyrocketed. He got a second contract because of that hit. He didn't do shit in his rookie deal for Cleveland, right? And then he went to Houston. And
he went to Houston.
Houston
first.
Drafted him. Yeah, Houston drafted him.
Second overall? Is that right?
Yeah, because he was
Something
pissed
like that.
because the quarterback that got taken before him. He said he was better than him.
Anyway, not quite like the biggest bust we've seen, but probably if you want to look up a definition of overrated, Jadeveon Clowney is that guy.
He did go first overall. I apologize. So yes, that hit did get him first overall taken.
I thought that was something wild. Anyway, but is he better than what the Patriots have?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe. Harold Landry or Jadeveon Clowney?
Clowney. Sorry. God damn it. Yeah.
I don't even think they exactly play the same positions, but they're on the outside.
No.
They're on the outside. No Tonga. I mean, he's not going to take Tonga's position. I understand that, but you've lost defensive line talent, and Harold Landry is not a guy I want to rely on. And Jadeveon Clowney at 33 years old, could he be the Steph Diggs of the defense? I don't know. 8.5 sacks in 13 games, pretty good.
Really good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just saying. Anyway, that popped up before I got to the Christian Gonzalez news, so we'll finish with that. And we're gonna take the show to a different level here with this or that with Chief Bobby right after this.
Good list again there, Bobby.
You liked it. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I never read them.
It's better that way. It is better that way that you go in cold. So here you go. Let's see how it goes. Be able to dunk a basketball or hit dingers.
Dunk a basketball.
It's.
I thought you were gonna go. That's why I stopped. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I'm going to take. I have done both. Could do both. So I'm gonna take my step back from this conversation. Allow you guys to talk about it. And your fucking
meaning now. You can't do either now
thing.
anymore. No one's talking about 20 fucking years ago. It's talking about now.
Right now,
There's no
dunk a
shot I
basketball.
could dunk a basketball now. I could pop one 325. I can do the ball at the park. Against live pitching, probably not. No, but
Yeah. Okay. You're like pitching machine. Yeah.
sure.
I think it'd be cooler to hit dingers, but I can't see when and where I would ever do that. So dunk a basketball.
Oh yeah. Pull up to a park with a bunch of kids and be like,
fucking
I'm
dunk.
in, and just fucking dunk on them. Oh,
From a guy that has them both, I tell you, hitting a home run's way cooler.
Yeah, it feels
Way-
cooler.
Way fucking cooler. You have the whole time. First of all, like just in sports, when you have that moment of just like bliss, the way the ball feels off the bat in a home run, it's unbelievable. And then you get the whole time to run around the bases. It's like in glory. A dunk is sweet, but like I don't know.
what impresses the
It's
chick
over in a
more,
second.
dunking a basketball or fucking hitting a home run?
What do you think? What?
What do you think a chick likes more? Like if a girl like wants to, there's girls there, they get impressed by the home run or the dunk.
I don't know. Your mother was impressed by most things I did. I call the dunk a special move with her on Tuesdays, and the dinger is just what she calls my dinger. So
I can't believe you walked yourself into that.
There.
That was so dumb. But thank you for doing it.
Yeah.
Speaking of your mother, she probably likes the shape of these things: green beans or asparagus.
Asparagus. I love the taste of asparagus. Nice grilled with a little pepper, salt.
yeah, so does your mom.
Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
go green beans here.
Oh, you fucking Indian.
You would. You're terrible at food. For a guy that watches the Food Network as much as you do and all these tournaments on there, your food choices are fucking awful.
I think yours are.
Fucking rib boy. Yeah, let's go to the bar and get some ribs. Or go to get some fucking wings, you fucking loser.
Never said you got the ribs at the bar, but just it was a preference of what I was going to be eating in general.
The answer here is asparagus.
Change the argument.
The answer here is asparagus. A grilled
Thank you.
asparagus, a lightly grilled asparagus is good. I mean, I like green beans, but they are for poor people who live in teepees.
It's a fine food, and you're both cunty. Countryside, spreading your seeds like Johnny Appleseed, or ride dirty all day, repping G unit, smoking. some
Countryside is what I call Ray's mother's ass. It's where we spread our seed. Sorry, do you mind repeating that? I was
Walk the countryside, spreading your seed like Johnny Appleseed, or ride dirty all day, repping G unit, smoking some weed.
Rag dirty all day, repping G and smoking some weed.
Yeah, that does sound fun. More fun.
That sounds very fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk the countryside because of the spreading my seed was I was gonna go with that was actually I was
sorry.
mother's asses. That's what that was. Yeah.
Apologies.
No, that's okay. You beat me to it. Be able to teleport wherever you want or be invisible whenever you want.
My horny side says be the invisible man.
Fucking knew you were going.
But I'm going to be more mature and I'm going to say teleport because those gas prices too expensive right now. And if I could go anywhere I want for free, just
Simple
snap my finger.
minds. Simple minds are going to the gas
Well,
price.
I would absolutely teleport, and I would just teleport while you're sitting there on the shitter. Just teleport in, punch you in the face, teleport out. You'd never know what hit you.
Poop on your foot.
Exactly.
In the
I would
face.
fuck with Ray teleporting in and out of his shit all day, every day.
Yeah, teleporting is certainly the answer. I didn't even consider fucking with people like that. That's good.
Yeah, exactly. Just like teleport right in, just bah. Yeah. Rich and the missus are about to get busy. I just teleport in, kill the vibe.
Or make the vibe better.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Or that, depending on how things swing in that house, we'd find out. Speaking of swinging, have to turn a straight man gay or a lesbian straight.
Lesbian straight.
Easy.
Now, when I say you have to do it, I mean you have to do it, or there's like it's punishable by death. This is something that you need to do, a task that you must accomplish.
Oh, I'd accomplish it.
Wait, I read it wrong. This is way too much hubris in the sexual field to answer this question. You're that confident in your game?
Exactly. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you make women go the other way. That's
Exactly.
Don't
Oh,
you
no.
have that on your record? Didn't someone go? You didn't get into the Timmy Lindsay thing? You
Timmy Lindsay thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Ladyboy? No. Fuck
didn't
no.
get into that?
No.
You weren't the root cause?
No. Wasn't that the girl in your grade that she like was smitten with?
I don't know. I just figured it was you.
She never dated a guy in high school.
Turn a straight man gay.
And you have to do it, or it's punishable. A punishable offense. It has to be done.
Look. I have no other way but to
Come
go.
on.
My answer has to be like all my answers are logical, and the only experience I have is with women. It's the only skill set I have. So like that's the only. I would just be in the dark trying.
Well,
to
how
get
the fuck would you turn a
You're
straight
not
man gay?
offering anything special that any woman that likes women wouldn't want.
I'm not saying anything special, but I have no experience on the other side of this question.
All you
so-
would have to do is go up
Thank
to
you.
some queer like Ray and be like, "Hey, ditch your wife. We could just play video games and blow each other." And he'd be like, "All right, yep, sign me
Yet
up."
again, I apologize. Yet again, Vaughn, you have
Wow.
a different angle. You
Wow. I'm
wrote
in.
the question, so you have you have an advantage here. But you're right. My bad.
He is
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Bobby's like, you want to go eat some fucking ribs and green beans? Like, get out of here, queer.
No, we know what side he's going for. We know what ethnic group he's reaching for.
Ribs.
in terms-
Get some ribs and green. It's a fine meal. You're both assholes.
I'll
Can
give you a
never
hand job,
drink beer. Can never drink beer again, or never watch sports again.
Never drink beer again.
It's that quick for you, huh? Really?
Yeah, because I'll drink hard stuff instead. Idiot.
Drink hard stuff.
Make the question harder. Booze.
There you go. Booze.
Ooh.
Just never have a buzz again, or never watch sports again.
It's tough.
The answer is sports, because
Wait, booze again?
you can
You
never
can never drink booze
yeah,
of
you-
any sort, so
Yeah,
you can never
fucking
watch
booze. Booze.
You're just gonna get high.
I'm just getting high.
There's a real health benefit to not drinking again.
I've been doing edibles a lot more and not drinking anymore. It's been fun.
Ever?
I mean, I'll go out and have dinner. I'll have beers and stuff, but mostly it's just the edibles.
He's
Every
still
day.
That sounds pretty gay.
drinking. every day.
Every day. I get
Every
home,
day. High as fuck. I didn't even want to drink.
I didn't want to drink. I was drinking water. I'm just thirsty.
My friend Tony the Tiger and Winnie the Pooh, we talk sometimes, and they're like, "Yeah, you don't need a drink, man." And I'm like, "You're right."
I still want to be Winnie the Poohing this summer. That's why.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Try and do better yourself. Final question. You have a tribe of uncontacted natives move next door to you in the house, or you have to teach a tribe of uncontacted natives to forget their heathen ways and follow Jesus Christ.
Isn't that easy? Don't they do that like everywhere? Like they have all these ministers.
Are
going
you
there?
going to be the one that does it?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I can do that.
There's a strong track. I mean, if the Mormons can do it, Ray can do it. There's a strong track record of conversion.
Yeah,
And just
definitely.
have bad neighbors suck. I'll just
neighbors.
First of all, no, I'm going to let them move in because they're going to fucking kill themselves. Okay. They don't know what they're doing. They're going to burn the house down or something.
You're probably
They
about
don't
to
know
go
what they're
shit.
gonna fucking do. Exactly. They're gonna climb the electric pole thinking it's a tree and electrocute themselves. Okay. It won't take long.
I'm pretty sure this is racist. Ray has stopped drinking and now he's turned to Christ and he's gonna change these people's lives.
And lesbians.
And yeah, he's turning.
I'm just turning everyone around.
He's getting
Sorry, I'm positive.
he's licking away the gay and he's taking these heathens to Christ, all in the name of sobriety, aka weed. Well,
Very good.
there we go. You're welcome, world. We solved all your fucking problems.
Yep,
That was
you're
easy
welcome.
too. What was that? Like 10 minutes? Yeah.
That easy. All right, we'll be right back with Simplest Minds of the Week.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
But I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as a stupid does.
Simplest Minds of the Week. We've got 4 candidates. The theme tonight is pain. Don't ask me why. It's just what it is. The first one is called Skater Boy.
Or see you in hell.
Just one more time for anybody listening. This is a blind person taking a skateboard and not ending great. One more time. No. Oh no, that has to be fake. I mean, I'm okay laughing at it because I think it's fake.
I don't know. The way he falls backwards, it doesn't look like it's fake.
What did he think was going to happen?
I don't know. Why did anyone
All right,
stop him?
Because it's funny.
Well, that guy may not have deserved that. This guy, I'm sure, deserved what happened to him. It's called Stupid Bike Guy. Oh, God damn it.
Oh my God.
Why did he fall? He just fucking fell.
Yeah.
It's a stupid bike guy. The noise of people that get the wind knocked out of them is
Oh, it's great. It's as long as it's not you, it's great. It's great. You just can't fucking take that breath. Oh,
It's the worst feeling.
oh
I
yeah.
feel like you're gonna die. This one's pretty classic Simple Minds. It's called Dog Lady. The woman. So we can play it again. This is a woman who is identifying as a dog, and a dog treats her like a dog. Again, not a lot of backstory there, but we're gonna take a word for it that woman was identifying as a dog, and that dog did not like it.
Mm-mm.
This one might be my favorite of them all. Do you guys know this guy, Coyote?
Peterson? No.
Coyote Dumbass is what I call him. He's like a wilderness,
Like a Steve Irwin in the
Steve
forest.
Irwin, yeah. He goes out and he has a TV show or a YouTube series or whatever. But he does this thing called like the Sting series or whatever. He gets stung by the most like potent things in the world.
Why?
Again, I'm okay laughing at it because he is in writhing pain, but he brings it on himself. And I'm sorry if that makes me a bad person, but I laugh.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the sting zone with the Tarantula Hawk.
Let's go for it.
1, 2, here we go, 3. Ah! Ah!
You all right?
Ah! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh!
Sounds like a fucking Bobby's mom.
Okay.
It's so bad.
Ah!
Tell me what you're feeling.
I can't move my arm! That is the most intense pain I've ever felt!
Why? Why?
Fucking idiot.
Why? Unless you're getting paid millions and millions of dollars, like why?
Shit. You okay? Yep. Ah! Oh,
I can't
man.
feel my arm. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when I send these, I'm knee deep in the rabbit hole, and I just whatever. They're funny to me. Simple Minds. This has been the Simple Minds Sports Show, Friday Rewind, live March 24th. We will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
bye bye.